everyone. Welcome back to Poets and Quants' Must Reads, a quick, digestible recap of the top business school news sponsored by Center Court, our virtual admissions events. I'm your host, Christy Blyzeffer, and I'll be highlighting the most important P&Q stories you might have missed. So let's get to it. Number 1, the most disruptive MBA startups of 2022. Lyme Therapeutics has a unique approach to treating cancer by starving it. And the startup from a Harvard Business School MBA is attracting investors, advancing through clinical trials, and threatening to disrupt the way we look at cancer treatment. It's also one of the 43 student startups honored in our 4th annual Most Disruptive MBA Startups. This year, 34 MBA programs submitted nominations for ventures with the greatest potential for lasting beyond business school. They may include startups that have ranked in substantive investment, created a unique business model, or earned recognition in competitions. Schools featured this year include Stanford Graduate School of Business, the Wharton School, INSEAD, Kellogg School of Management, MIT Sloan, and all the top business schools. You can read about all the disruptive startups now on our homepage. Number 2, MBA applications, where they're up, where they're down. As we've often reported, business school applications were down in the United States in this cycle, but driving into the data for the leading US B schools, we see a clear line of demarcation between the elite B schools and those in the second tier. And it's the top 10 schools that were hit hardest by the downturn. In all, 16 of the top 25 US B schools saw declines in MBA applications last cycle, compared to just 6 schools the previous year. That includes every one of the top 10 schools for which we have data, all reported declines. Read more about what this means now on our homepage. A new Flex MBA with in-state flights. 3 years into the pandemic, we seem to be in the middle of an arms race of business school innovation. Every few weeks, a new school announces a new hybrid or online format, or a specialized virtual studio, or a schedule that makes it easier for working professionals to pursue an MBA. This week, the University of San Diego's Knopf School of Business announced its own unique incentive for its new relaunched Flex MBA. It's offering free flights to and from San Diego for the duration of the program. But hurry, this offer ends January 10th. You can read about this unique offer, which could be a model for other business schools, in our news tab. Number 4, our weekly roundup of news you can use. No matter where you are in your MBA journey, we bring several helpful stories to you this week. First up, we're getting the last of the 2022 jobs reports from some of the stragglers, and they're showing some impressive employment outcomes for their MBAs. Johns Hopkins Carey Business MBAs, for example, posted a 25% increase in average base salary and a nearly 30% increase in average signing bonus over last year's class. Meanwhile, at Columbia Business School, MBAs reported an average compensation of more than $200,000. Find these and other employment reports in our news tab. Next, for all the aspiring entrepreneurs looking for the right MBA program, we offer PitchBook's 2022 list of the best university programs for startup founders. You can likely guess which school came out on top, no drum roll needed, but read the full list and analysis in our news tab. Finally, if you're elbows deep in the round 2 countdown, don't miss these 5 tips for focusing your efforts in the final weeks. And that's it for this week's Must Reads recap. I also want to alert all the school seekers out there to Center Court's upcoming MBA Festival, where you'll get a front row seat to leaders of some of the top MBA programs. Our next event is February 7th to 8th, and it is a must attend for any serious MBA candidate. Register now for free. Again, I'm Christy Blyzeffer, and you can join me next week right here for a recap of what's important in the world of business education. Thanks for listening. And as always, stay informed.